Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Upper Room Outreach Ministries, The Monitor. My name is Shauna, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Michael Riley.
Good
and
evening.
Tonight, not like other nights when we match accidentally, tonight we actually match on purpose.
How we look?
Intentional.
It's good. It's good.
You posted something, and I picked up on it. So I'm
Oh, this thing right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said I'll pull the blue dress out so we can be twins.
I appreciate that, partner.
No problem.
That's
we want to
it.
welcome you to another edition of our program, and I want to say thank you very much. I missed you last time.
We missed you, Sean.
Yeah.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I know the audience, they were, I told you, a couple of people asked,
I know,
where were
isn't that
you?
funny?
Yeah.
But I thank you very much. I was a little under the weather, but
Absolutely.
Thanks for taking over.
Well, you're allowed. We want you to take care of you. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you're feeling well enough to come back on tonight because there's a lot of work to do, Sean.
I know.
And we're a team.
It is busy now.
It is very busy.
So how was your weekend? What have you been up to?
I had a great weekend. Stayed inside most of the time. I think I was telling you all of my little activities and movements were based on proximity to an air conditioner. Friday was crazy. We had a power outage, because of the storm.
Right.
And Mom Riley, shout out to her because she's a trooper.
Hi, Mom Riley.
She hung in there until it became, unbearable.
Right.
And thank God for my Aunt Louise. I took Mom over Aunt Louise's house and she spent the day there. They had air. And I went to work, of course, and had air conditioning. And by the time I got off, the power was back
That's
on.
good.
But I was really concerned, man, because, you got food and perishables.
Right. Yeah.
You got your people to take care of. And I know out there, I know you checked on our seniors. I know that. I'm not even asking the question, because the public service announcements have been out there enough. And it tells us, look out for our elders.
Yeah, and I think that in past years we've experienced what happens when we don't. So I think everyone's extremely mindful of that.
Absolutely. And there's a guy in our neighborhood named Kevin. I got to give him a shout out too because Kevin, he goes, I talked about unsung heroes, Shauna, on the last program. Kevin goes around and he looks out for people without them asking.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, one time it had snowed and this is when I think I was going through treatments. And it had snowed and I got up, man, begrudgingly was going to go shovel the snow. I walked out the front door. He had been there, shoveled the sidewalk from the front door all the way around to the end of the alley. So, we got some great people out there in this community.
Yeah, we do. That's a great shout out. That really is.
Yeah, it's for real, man.
Because you know what else? He's not doing it for acknowledgement.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Far from it. He reminds me of Anthony Carter, our Bill, Bill would say things like, work done, then forgotten.
Yeah.
You heard him say that. And it means, you do what you need to do. You do it to the best of your ability. Don't worry about the accolades and this, that, and the other. You do it because.
And then move on.
And move on. And I like that. That's sort of, what do they call that, Zen? Yeah.
Well, our power didn't go. It flashed, but thank God we didn't actually lose power.
Oh,
so,
excellent.
but
Excellent.
I think it was the night before last when it was really, really, really like lightning and flashing. And I was so sleepy, Michael, but I could not sleep. Every time I dozed off, there'd be some big crack and I was up again, so.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah?
All right, in front of everybody?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, a secret here on TV? Sure, go for it.
I love watching thunderstorms and lightning. I love it, man. It just, what it does for me is it makes me kind of snicker and say, for those who underestimate the power of God.
I know.
And when you see that lightning flash and you hear that thunder, and I say to myself, to the unbelievers, I say, now go match that.
Exactly.
And I just love it because it forces us to be still.
And it's small.
And small, which we are.
Right.
So that's my secret.
I thought you were going to say
nobody.
You were scared of it.
Oh no! That's another family member, and I won't mention.
Don't you dare, Michael! Don't
I'm
you
not,
dare!
But
his initials are. Don't you
I'm
dare!
I'm not going to put it out there like that. But he watches us all the time.
Okay.
And I'm saying, hey, what's up, man?
I am not scared. I'm trying to get you off this topic. I'm not scared of him either. I don't even think I was scared of him when I was little.
Right.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I was afraid of everything else, but I wasn't afraid of lightning. And of course, if I'm wrong, my parents will let me know.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, but I had to put it out there.
Yeah, you did. No, you didn't. You really didn't.
I really did. I couldn't contain that.
You know, there's only there's only 2 brothers.
I didn't say brother. I said family member.
All right.
I have a sister.
Okay.
I got cousins.
All right. You're right.
But you said brother, huh?
Michael. Why are you doing that?
It's all good.
It's loud. It makes perfect sense that someone would be uncomfortable about that.
Absolutely, because let me tell you something. That's only one thing. That person has demonstrated courage in so many other areas. He's allowed to have that one little
What are you
thing.
scared of?
That's a good question.
I'm scared of spiders.
You're scared of spiders?
To death.
What am I scared of? I don't know.
Okay. They're just too gross for me. And you know what? My mother has zero tolerance for my fear of spiders. 0. She does not indulge me a bit, not a bit. I don't know why you're scared of them. They're so small, they're bigger than you, they eat the bugs. She has a list that she goes through. Now, one time there was a huge spider that she was afraid of, but other than that, she's just like, and then before Africa, she would say to me things like, well, I don't know what you're going to do when you get over there because they're huge. And Michael, they were the size of my palm.
Man.
You know, and they were horrible.
Now you see how much courage you have?
Oh my goodness, there was no courage.
What?
They just existed. What was I going to do?
But the thing
It's not like I went up and befriended them. No, that was not me. That was not me.
I know of another phobia, family member I won't name.
We're still trying to figure out what yours is, but go ahead and keep putting your family out there.
Caterpillars.
It's okay. Caterpillars?
Yeah, caterpillars. Really turn a family member off, and has for a long time. And this person is so courageous. I mean, just amazing. But once again, I won't put.
But you're fine with spiders and caterpillars, no problems at all.
I use spiders. If I can get one big enough, I'll use
Don't
it for
say bait.
I'll use it for bait. They make great freshwater lures because they're light, and you put them on, and they're on top, and anything will come up and hit it, like a bluegill, bass, trout. Dave knows the deal.
Dave, is this true?
They make lures and pattern
That's
them
awesome.
after spiders.
That's awesome.
I love spiders.
That's awesome. It's fantastic. I want to thank you for that mental image of an impaled spider used as food. Thank you.
And before we go off the air, I promise I'm going to find something and pinpoint it, and I'm going to share
Snakes?
it. Don't mind snakes. Don't mind snakes.
All right.
I'm an outdoorsman. You got to start naming some stuff indoors. I grew up around snakes and spiders.
Oh my goodness. No, I don't want either of them.
Oh man, I'm going to think. I'm going to be honest too. There, because everybody has something that bothers
Okay, that's
you.
fine. But I would think at this time in my life I would be over the spider thing, but not even close. I tried to befriend one that had lived outside our house.
Right.
Because here's what happened really quick.
You read Charlotte's Web, huh?
Well, that didn't help me, not at all. But with this one, I did name her Char. Okay.
Short for Charlotte.
Yes, this one spider, when I saw it, I screamed. And when I screamed, it jumped. And then I'm like, wait a second now, it really is scared of me. Okay?
Right.
So then I screamed again to see if maybe it was a fluke. It didn't. It jumped again.
Okay.
So then after that, every night I came in, I would say hi to it, whatever.
Aww.
And I understand saying this on TV makes me seem like a complete lunatic, but I was trying to get over my fear. I was trying to get over my fear. That's it.
Right.
And then we had a storm, and then she was gone. So.
Yeah. You know what? I love the fact that we're on the air because it's kind of like I'm in control, so I can put some stuff out there on other people, but I don't have to put my own stuff out there because those people that I called out their phobias, they know what.
Do you know you just said that out loud? That wasn't an inside thought you just had. You said that out loud.
I said it out loud.
That being on the air, you're in this position that you can put other people's fears out there. Yeah, you said that out loud. That wasn't an inside thought. No.
No. All right, I'm ready to come clean before.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll do it later in the program. No.
You sure?
Yeah,
you positive?
Yeah, I got to make sure it's.
Because there's 2 family members that you already. You're positive?
I'm positive. I got to make sure it bothers me that much where I would have to
talk about
put it out there. Yeah.
I understand.
So we have some. What are we going to do next? You're in the driver's chair.
Well, before we went on, we were talking about the river taxi.
Okay.
And I said I wanted to mention it because it's summertime, and I totally forgot about it.
Right.
And actually, the last time I was on a river taxi was with Carter and Terry.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I want to go again.
I took a ride on the river taxi 2 weeks ago. Took 2 days off from work just to do whatever. And I went down on the riverfront, went to Molly's on the riverfront, got the ice cream. And then I walked down and I looked, and the river taxi was like off in the distance. So I said, well, I got time to walk back and go to the dock where you boarded. And when I got back, he had beat me there. And he was going back out. So I got the number and I called him on the cell phone number that was listed. He picked up the phone, turned the river taxi around, and came back and got me.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so I forget the gentleman's name. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But it's a worthwhile service, and he's committed, very knowledgeable, Shauna. He, as you take the ride, as you've experienced, he kind of like tells you the history of the buildings in the area. It was great. I was going to go this weekend, but it was too hot.
Yeah.
It was too hot.
But it is a nice thing, nice family trip. You know, just something to do.
Yep.
You know.